Open vein. Melee. 4 bleed when target is marked. Okay, you could build like a DOT style build there. I actually think that like I mean we all are aware now that boomer just means millennial, right? And I've come to terms with it. I'm fine with it. If that's the case, then the boomer pump up songs are actually like Du Hast, Ba with the Ba by Kid Rock, anything by Linkin Park, really, like this. They just mean old, exactly. I don't think you're gonna bleed me. Quick battle ballad. Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. Rollin', it does kind of get me pumped up. I'm a little embarrassed to say. I would never suggest it's a good song. Get her? Oh! But like as soon as if I hear it in a context where I'm doing physical exercise, it's like, it just reverts me back to being like 12 years old. You're gonna die, brother. Actually, dude, Guns N' Roses might be the most boomer pump-up band of all time. No, AC/DC's kind of up there, too. There's a lot, I'm realizing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. I think you have to enjoy your guilty pleasures, and there's nothing wrong with it. Move me forward one. 3 to 6 damage. You got 4 bleed on you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like anything that plays in an arena. Except that awesome song that goes na 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 na. That one goes pretty hard. Rollin' is just man, I feel like a woman, but for white dudes? What does it even mean? How is Rollin' like man, I feel like a woman?
An unexpected find.
I don't even know what Rollin's about. It's just the whole song is just a vibe. It's like the hokey pokey for new metal, right? Move in, now move out, hands up, now hands down, back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now, keep rolling, roll. It's just like, it's the electric slide. I can't believe we're on Oblivion's Rampart already. It's one of those weird songs where like a band asserts itself by telling, not showing. You want to mess with Limp Bizkit? You can't mess with Limp Bizkit because we're getting it on. Every day and every night. This platinum shit right here, yeah, I'm doing it all the time. So you better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. What is it's a verse that says nothing. But when you're 12 years old, you're like, yeah, all these haters writing anti-Limp Bizkit songs, they better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. Because Fred Durst just put them 10 times. Fred Durst completely understood the assignment. You should land this shot. You will make this shot, you jackass. Oh, I gotta do it on you, huh? He did make this shot. Okay. And he even got the bleed. We respect that. I'm gonna... Are you gonna bleed? You know what? I'm not afraid to use clotting powder on you just to try it. And then a little battle ballad on you to push you to the front. You've resisted the debuff. Of that, I am very grateful. Purge the trigger. We don't have a lot of backline damage, really, so we gotta play the cards we're dealt, you know? You get to go first. Well, well, well. I think we just gotta stay up on you. We almost got you anyway. We had that guaranteed crit. Wicked Slice does give me a bonus damage, or bonus on somebody that we have a positive relationship with, though. At least your confession. Horror, kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world. 2 different kinds of DOTs, never mind. Your Death's Door resist is 25, you got 2 HP. I'd love to move you forward slightly. Put you on Death's Door. Very good chance you die here. In that case, I wouldn't... I'm willing to accept that you're likely to die. Give me the withstand to get my buffs going. Oh no, my miasma. It's like so enfeebled or whatever. You listen to yourself? Who cares? It's gonna drop blight on a corpse for essentially no reason. Oh, but it gives you extra speed. Maybe it's not no reason. That's fine. So I'm happy to have a riposte. Happy to target you slightly. Breacher is still kind of annoying, though. Inter Milan is playing a very defensive closed style of game. Resident Sleeper. Oh, did somebody finally tell them that they're a soccer team? What I meant to say is first time watching soccer. Can I just... I'd like to remove your stealth. I can't even remove your stealth. Okay, just like maybe I'll just blast your ass then. Various anti-soccer rhetoric. 0 damage. Not even any stress. Bone weaving. Consider your bones weaved. I'm weak and I still killed you. What does that say about you? Kind of embarrassing. You'd love to see 0% blight resist too. Ooh, you're in a lot of trouble. You are in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. They're dazed, but they didn't die. How does that make sense? Make it make sense? They're playing Inter Milan. They're playing AC Milan right now in the UEFA Champions League. I do wish that there was more of a club system in hockey. Like, I know they're kind of... The double IHF is kind of trying to make it work. But how sick would it be if, like, the Vegas Golden Knights, you know, they win the NHL, and then they get to play, like, 2 matches on aggregate against, like, the best team in Ireland or something like that. That would be some good entertainment. Okay, you're like a speed trinket. Did you see Messi's going to the Canucks? Let's go!
At last.
What song would be blasting if you were in a chopper, Vietnam style? I'd have to say it would probably be like Rich Girl by Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates, maybe the whole catalog. Maybe Your Kisses on My Lips. That's another good one. Why is it so much, like, it feels more sinister when someone commits war crimes with, like, because your kiss is on my lips. Then, like, if somebody's committing war crimes, well, like, Kid Rock plays in the background. Tangle Scrounger. Me when I don't have a Manscaped sponsorship. Vicious. Plus 10% damage, but a 15% chance to gain vulnerable on attack. Sprained ankle, minus 15% move resist. I don't care, you move to the front anyway. Dude, look at the fucking whiskey. I've poisoned your wine. I've poisoned yours as well. We got 8 whiskey? But you guys already have, like, relationships. Right? Can you get to a double? Oh, when you get to 20 again, doesn't it overwrite their relationship? But para... Do they still have a positive relation? Oh, they reset each in? I'm gonna lose my positive effects! Okay, Dismas can get one with Paracelsus. Do they get a bonus? Like... Okay, like, look, you're at 18 of 20, and presently you have a relationship. Are they guaranteed to just re-roll the relationship next time? Or do they have to get to 20? and or they'll have a null relationship. No, they could lose it. Hover over it. Oh, I see. So there's a 80% chance for a positive relationship? Ah, so I see what you're saying. People are saying it's better to fix bad relationships than to create good ones. I didn't know that. So Paracelsus is like, Paracelsus and Sarmenti are like the most hated right now. Paracelsus has a bad relationship with Sarmenti and Baldwin. Never tell me the odds. Okay, you guys go to 13. You guys go to 12. You guys go to 13. You guys go to 19. What am I thinking? You guys go to 14. All right, nobody has a disease. Now let's look at the relationships. You got a 25% chance of positive. You got a 53% chance of positive. You got a 20% chance of positive. 80% chance positive. We got a lot of 25s in here. That's okay. You're not wrong. Their ass is going to be hung over. We buy this just because I don't know what to do with baubles otherwise anyway. Equip your stagecoach item. I don't... I didn't buy the extra space. Okay. Dude, the whiskey was crazy, though. We should get, like, pot and still whenever possible. Whenever possible. 14 is the magic number. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We never use tracking shot. Kind of feel like against these lads, we oftentimes want to stack DOTs. So drop like an open vein. We do use Duelist Advance fairly routinely as well. Sarmenti, are we going to be throwing some bleeds on you? Are we going to play us out? Target moves back one. Gets a crazy shield. Removes mark. First draw. Slice off. We'd like to stack up bleed on as many targets as possible, assuming they don't have crazy bleed resist. So I think this makes sense. And we'll equip it, don't worry. Paracelsus. I'd love it, like, if your ass moved back a little bit. This will try a blinding gas. And then, you never know. We could take some damage. Well, but you usually, you know what, I respect it. I respect it. It's a little stress heal as well. Now, pull me back here. Let me look at you. We don't use... It's hard to get rid of your heal. We don't use Ounce of Prevention. We probably should. We can keep it up there. We use all of these. The least valuable is Slice Off, which we'll replace with a Harvest for extra DOTs. Dismas, we're going to use Open Vein. We don't use Tracking Shot. Baldwin is just chilling. Okay, we've gone through the necessary steps early. Now speak to the Provisioner. How's everybody doing on stress? I have to go back here for a second. Stress seemed relatively okay. It's 40% movers. Is positive. I mean, more positive relationships, of course, also seems good. But I want milk. Any milk-soaked cloths here? Not really. Like, stress is always bad. Let me get some health. Let me get 2 whiskeys. +4 speed until next in. I would take one of those as well. Why don't you give me another bread? We got 10 left. 2 laudanum just in case. Okay, now 14 is the magic number for maximum chance here. Sarmenti and our Plague Doctor. That's the magic number. You're at 12. Dismas and Baldwin. Well, well, well. Optimum gameplay. Tank gets some bread. Plague Doctor gets some bread just because they taunt first, thanks to Breacher. +4 speed, I think, is going to go on Sarmenti so that they can use their movement abilities to get the Leper into position 1 before the Plague Doctor is forced to use an incision. And then... Is he using his brain? Am I using my brain? I wouldn't mind getting, like, an in item that heals, but we don't have that. Okay, that's fine. I select my route. Please. Please. Launch me. Could this be the run? Oh, 4 of them. Ooh, respectful.
Tried and tested. A bond to be
When you reflect, Dismas gets stronger. We use reflect quite often. When you take aim, Baldwin gets dodges. Super dodges. That's pretty good. Respectful. When you mark, Dismas gets stronger. When you pistol shot, Sarmenti gets stronger. Still also pretty good. Respectful. When you slice, which we don't even use, so never mind. When you incision, Sarmenti gets stronger. Respectful! They love each other! When you duelist advance, Paracelsus gets stronger. When you blinding gas, Dismas gets stronger. Okay, but we very rarely blinding gas now. Because it takes us 10 turns to get our Plague Doctor back. But maybe. I mean, it's just a bonus for sure.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure.
They are becoming roommates. Soprano gang. Those who give respect, get respect. I've never really seen The Sopranos. But I feel like I have seen all of The Sopranos because of Twitter GIFs. My pump-up song, much like Tony Soprano, I would say it's Dirty Work by Steely Dan. Times really do be hard, and you really do be afraid to pay the fee, so you find yourself somebody who will do the job for free. Thoughts on Bootsy Collins? Can I tell you something that blew my mind today? We were driving our daughter to daycare. What a block on that. Holy cow. We were driving our daughter to daycare. We were listening to, well, because we had her in the car, we were listening to the Toy Story soundtrack. And then Shuffle came on. You will never in a million years, guess the artist that my wife said, I like this guy's songs. I'll give you like 1,000 guesses. Just starting from Toy Story soundtrack, and then imagine what, where you could go from there. Marty Robbins. Marty Robbins is really close. Somehow the actual answer is even more bizarre though. Not bizarre, but funny. It's, I'm just going to tell you just to save some time here. It's Andy Griffith. You know? I would never in my entire life have thought that that Andy Griffith would make it onto my wife's like Spotify Wrapped. But she was like, I like this guy. Is he still alive? And then I said, no, I'm pretty sure he died in the 70s. And then I looked it up, and it turns out he died in like 2012. So I was also pretty off on how old Andy Griffith is, but holy cow, that's kind of nasty with it.
What lurks in the beyond.
You're very likely to die. I have to attack you at some point. He was like 90 when he died. It is true. Go for it. Did also, like, you know how Google has, like, the AI-generated people also search for this? When you Google somebody? The Andy Griffith ones were, like, insane. The top one was, like, no! The top one was, like, how long was Andy Griffith dead before they buried him? I was like, I don't really see how that's relevant, but it turns out that he was buried like 4 hours after he died or something like that. And then number 2 was like, who inherited Andy Griffith's money? And then number 3 was, who was Andy Griffith when he died? Which I don't even like understand the question. What's your bleed? 3 for 3 turns? Bro, we gotta do some frickin' damage here. How about tossing some of this in here? How about you've resisted the blindness and stuns? How dare you? Death's Door with no DOTs. It makes me want to cry. 16 damage. A little bit of bleed. Quite a lot of stress. 10 bleed for 3 turns. Was it one of these? This is our stress heal. You gotta die before you attack. I think we can make that happen. I think we gotta do some chopping, brother. You got a super dodge, though? Yeah, we should... Let's remove your stress first. I didn't even equip my laudanum, either. So I want you to get the kill on position 1.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
You... I would love it if you applied... I mean, like, it'd be nice to kill you, too, because you're quite the healer. I think we can out... You know what? Let's just... you know what? Let's, I'm gonna use an... I can't use blinding gas. I'm gonna use a noxious on you, so maybe you should take aim. Prepare yourself for your next attack. Big dodge. Very much appreciated. You do still have 10 bleed, which obviously sucks. I'm not going to use Noxious. I'm going to heal you. Well, no, I'm not going to heal you, but I'm going to save you from taking 20 more damage. You're going to weave some bones. Okay, now we really got to focus on doing some damn damage. I can't hit you. You're stealthed. You piece of garbage.
An opportunity.
Please. Stop making this guy stronger, dude. And then I can't hit anybody. I can't believe I'm like moving you. Do I even, what, you have 3 bleed for 2. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm moving you forward 1 to make you stronger, apparently. That was a good idea. Don't, no, not, oh.
She understood death, but could not defy it.
Fuck you, dude. We should have taunted at some point. It's over. Like, what are you supposed to do now? My squad is destroyed. Shouldn't have given her Breacher. I guess that's what it comes down to. There we go. Remove some stress, please. Stay inspired. Who was Andy Griffith when he died? Really begs the question. It's like the most demoralizing game I've ever played. Like, the runs are 3 hours long, and the first, like, 2.5 hours of them, I'm like, this is a lot of fun. And then, like, then I just die at the boss or before the boss, and I'm like, I never want to play this shit ever again. Sorry. It drains my being. It's just irritating, man. Like, life's too short. It's a nice block, though. You left big guy on death's door and he got healed? I know, I also have eyeballs. Okay, please, some DOT, if you don't mind. You can be stunned. If you bounced off Wild Frost, you have no chance. This game's infinitely more frustrating. Who bounced off a Wild Frost? I'm getting torched here. I played like 28 hours of it. Every time you play it, you say you're done? No, that was like 3 times. And then I started to enjoy it. Finally, okay.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest.
It might be the last Darkest Dungeon 2 stream, though. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just not for me. I can live with that. It's just like, I mean, I'll just be real with you. I'm not saying it's too hard. I think it might just be too hard for me. That's fine. I know my role. Imagine if you win, though. I think if I win, I would probably take that as a sign to leave on a positive.
Gateway to incomprehensible emptiness. The mind must be free.
Okay, now they... okay, I go first, but actually that means that they get to go first. We can't use ranged moves. Noted. Your bleed resist is thankfully low. It's only 50%. They both got it. Now this is cruel. They got me thinking that there's a chance. Try one more with the torch from the inn. This one had the torch. Chatter. Now that the last few drops of this bubbly are gonna leach into my recycling bin. Are you happy? You can attack position 1 or 2. Attack position 2. A crit would go insane. It's not a crit, but it's still really good. I'm thankful. I'm as thankful as I could reasonably be. A little crippling doubt. And then an open vein on you to stack it up. We could take aim as well, but with one missing unit, I think we kind of got to go in on it as soon as possible. Stunned leper. Extremely annoying. Okay, and then I get to go first, but actually you get to go first. I'm familiar with that. We can't use melee attacks. That's pretty bad. Any chance? What's your life at? 8. So unfortunate. Little crit. No heals on the squad. Yeah, we're fucked. And then my leopard doesn't get to act. Okay. But next turn I get to go first, but actually you get to go first. Alright, we can't use defense, we can't use stress heal abilities. The only shot we have, like first you need to go. You don't have any death story. A duelist advance maybe to get some riposte at least. And then
Entrance.
pray that your Jester's not targeted. Good riposte, at least. The stress is gonna fuck us up pretty bad. Skill blocked. Because it's a stress heal, right? Okay. Harvest to try to stack some DOT.
The fiends
We got one of them.
windows.
Crippling Doubt, they survived. Holy cow. Then you actually get to act. You attack position 2. 8 damage. 8 damage. Can't do melee attacks. But you can riposte. Curious? We must heal to have any chance, I think. They've survived on Death's Door yet again. It's miraculous. You're on 32, you're on 52. That should stun you. Oh, I guess I could have attacked you just... Oh no, it didn't stun you anyway. Never mind. A little paralyzing fear into a riposte. You need to pass turn. Or you could just Inspiring Tune on yourself. No, because you need to... It's not stress relief. You need to heal.
There
Okay.
remains a foothold out
Then
of
next
the
turn,
fire.
you'll use your Ballad or your Inspiring Tune to remove the stress that they... No, you can't, because you can't use stealth stress relief abilities, okay? How about one of those?
The enemy weakens and
Good
wanes.
bleeds. 6 bleed, 3 bleed. You're on 36, you're on 22. Okay, we go Open Vein on you.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Nice crit. Very cool. You're now on Death's Door as well, but we are riposting respectfully. You are blind. So we have to reflect, but our skill is blocked. So we can't reflect. I think we gotta throw out like a withstand maybe. That's not gonna get rid of our blindness. Maybe we just take our 50% chance. Oh! Combo ignores blind. Yeah, but Chop can't attack position 3.
Another loss.
Can't use ranged abilities. Six bleed, no Death's Door resist. Oh, I can't Open Vein on you, huh? You gotta do something. I don't think a duelist advances. Well, give me a Thunderclap grenade. And then I guess you gotta. But if you pass turn, he's gonna have a meltdown. But maybe he'll pass. Maybe he'll pass the vibe check.
Rare and wonderful thing.
He did not pass the vibe check. Vulnerable is kind of nasty.
Steady your
Vulnerable then into a crit that also stacks vulnerable is kind of nasty with it. I think you must heal to stand any chance. Can't use melee attacks.
once again.
Back on Death's
teetering on
Door.
that terrible precipice.
You die. Can't pass turn to heal on this one. That's fine. A little vulnerability. Crit for 17. Bleed for 3. You probably don't get to act again. You know what? We should at least pop one of these. Really like you to not be targeted. We can't use melee attacks. You're marked, so I guess we just withstand, because next turn we'll ignore blindness on the lion anyway. Motherfucker.
Not all who seek redemption will find it.
I regret to inform you I've reached the limit of my solemnities, which seems pretty bad for me. We can't win the 1v1 here. I don't think it's possible without a heal. crank up that death's door resist. All I could do was reflect. You're blind. That's great. You've denied me from using melee attacks. That's not so great. You missed me. That's pretty great. I will reflect because I have no other moves I could do. It's like a move backwards. I guess I could pass turn. Not a huge fan of that. 40% move resist. I can't, so I'm never going to be able to use physical attacks. There's an order to killing them. Very cool. I mean, you should just kill me then. It's just, it's, again, it's no disrespect. It's just too much for me. That's fine. It happens. There's been other games like this in the past. This is our third time to make it to this boss, and I feel like we kind of got a little... Like, the first one, I was like, it happens. And the second one, I was like, there's a trick to it, which is kind of annoying, but life goes on. And then, this one, I was like, nah, I think it's kind of too much for me. This is the easiest boss, though? Precisely. Could you just kill him? Thank you. I appreciate that.